The two top teams of the Houston and Beaumont-Port Arthur areas. Now, here's the man with the questions, Chip Beal.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Texaco Star Academic Challenge Southeast Texas Shootout. What that means is... All right, guys, all right. What that means is that we've got the winner of the Houston area Texaco Star Academic Challenge, Brook, facing off against the winner of the Southeast Texas Southwestern Louisiana tournament, Bridge City. And contestants know the rules, and they also know that this sound means their answer is right, this sound incorrect, and this tone the end of each quarter. Each team the proud winner of $25,000 in Texaco Foundation scholarships, and this one's for fun. Okay, good luck to both teams. The warm-up round begins with a 5-pointer. The governor asked him what he was going to do with the other arrow. Who replied, "I was going to kill you if I had killed my son."
Brook, Chris. Geronimo?
Not Geronimo.
Bridge City, Ben.
William Tell is right, and Bridge City's the first on the board. I have a 10-pointer. What day did the World Socialist Congress choose in 1889 to be a day of demonstrations in favor of an 8-hour...
Brook, Chris.
May Day, May the 1st, 8-hour day for working people, and Brook on the board. For 10 points, what wealthy merchant of Basra, the protagonist of a 10th century story, recalled travels to India, Malaya, and China, as well as encounters with the...
Brook, Chris. Alibaba.
No, I'll go on for Bridge City. Encounters with the Old Man of the Sea, a one-eyed cannibal giant, and an island that turned out to be a whale.
Bridge City, Ben. Gulliver.
No, you were closer, Chris. It was Sinbad the Sailor. For 5 points, which of the following types of musical programs is the rarest on radio stations in the United States? Country and Western, jazz, rock and roll, easy listening.
Brook, Amy.
Jazz.
Jazz is correct. 5 points for Amy and Brook. I have a 10-point visual question, so look at your monitor here in the studio. The right logo makes a powerful statement.
Brook, Chris. Third one?
The third one is the real logo of designer Oscar De La Renta. For 10 points, located 400 miles southwest of Moscow, the capital of Belarus also serves as the capital of the common...
Bridge City, Ben.
Minsk. Minsk is right. Capital of the Commonwealth of Independent States. That's worth 10. Here's a 10-point math question. You and your banker... you are a banker, and you make a loan to an investor at a nominal interest rate of 15%. The inflation rate for the first year of the loan was reported to be 5%. What was your real interest rate?
Brook, Amy.
20%.
No, that's incorrect. Bridge City?
Bridge City, Ben.
10%. 10%, 15 minus 5 gives you the real interest rate. And that ties the score at 25. For 5 points, to what war was the poet Siegfried Sassoon referring when he wrote, "When it was all said and done, the war was mainly a matter of holes and ditches"?
Brook, Chris.
World War I? Sure, World War I. For 5 points. And I have a 10-pointer. What type of rockets are fired to slow down the acceleration of a spaceship?
Bridge City, Ben.
Retro rockets. They're called retro rockets. For 10 points. And Bridge City takes the lead for the first time in the contest. 5-point music question now. Dionne Warwick is her cousin. Aretha Franklin, her aunt. Name this and it...
Bridge City, Erica.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston is right for 5 points. Okay, for 5 points, what words should be underlined in this bibliographic extract? Listen carefully. Holby, Dorothy. The Russian Blue.
Brook, Amy.
The Russian Blue.
No. I'll finish the question, Bridge City. Cat Fancy, 34, 1991, 60 to 65.
Bridge City, Ben.
The Russian Blue, Cat.
No, just Cat Fancy. The Russian Blue is the title of the article, so it would be in quotation marks. For 10 points, of savings account, IRA, checking account, or certificate of deposit, into what type of account would a demand deposit be made?
Bridge City, Ben.
Checking account.
Checking account is right, and Bridge City increases their lead. I have a 5-pointer. Desperate for money, Washington Irving, who penned The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, wrote a public relations biography for a rich American businessman called Astoria, or Anecdotes of an Enterprise Beyond the Rocky Mountains. Whose life does he...
Bridge City, Brian.
Astor.
John Jacob Astor is the man whose life he glorifies for 10 points, who became Commander-in-Chief of American forces in the same year that Joseph Priestley discovered sulfuric and hydrochloric acid.
Bridge City, Ben.
George Washington.
Very good, Ben. George Washington is right. I have a visual question now worth 10. Look at your monitor. You're looking at an early American technology. Invented in 1793, it had a profound...
Clearbrook, James.
Cotton gin.
That is the cotton gin. Profound effect on America's future. And for 5 points, name the only two planets smaller than Mars.
Clearbrook, Amy.
Mercury and Pluto.
You got them both, Amy, and have added 5 points to the Clearbrook score. We are out of time in the warm-up round. We'll return with the bonus round, and we'll meet the contestants after you watch this. We're back for more of the Southeast Texas Shootout. That scares me. Don't do that. 45 for Clearbrook and 65 for Bridge City. Imagine what would happen if they ever got the Midland-Odessa winners on this program. Well, okay, we'll go on to the bonus round. No, let's meet the players first. First from Clearbrook, the winners of the 88-school Texaco Star Academic Challenge in the greater Houston area. Amy Huang is the captain, president of Junior State, vice chair at Girls State, varsity soccer player. She attended the Texas Governor's School. Next to her is Chris Gray, bass player in the orchestra, member of the All-Region Orchestra, All-Region Jazz Ensemble, columnist for The Connection, and founder of the Future Conservatives of America. James Fouth, a member of the Phil Graham Senate Club, a National Merit Committed Scholar, tuba player in the band, Latin Club parliamentarian. Are you by any chance a member of the Future Conservatives of America?
Yes.
Okay. And finally, we move to Victor Rosales, officer of the Spanish Club, volunteer for the National Hispanic Institute, and who's who in American high schools. Alternates are Brad Shaver and William Tran. Coaches Karen Mayo Albrecht and Lee Yeager. That's the team from Clearbrook. Now, the winners of the 28-school Texaco Star Academic Challenge in the area we know as Texana, that is Southeast Texas and southwestern Louisiana. Meet the captain of the Bridge City team, Ben Brumfield, a senior, National Merit semifinalist. He won a gold medal in the honors division at academic decathlon last year, won regional Citizens B, placed fourth in state competition, studied Russian and economics at Duke University, studied in France last year, and he will attend Rice University next year. And we'll also look forward to seeing you at Rice University in June for nationals, eh, Ben? Okay, as we will Brian. Let's move along to Brian Galloway, a senior, National Merit Committed Scholar, two-year member of the Texaco team. I should have said that this is Ben's third year on the program. Brian is a three-year academic award winner who wants to study environmental engineering and law. Kara Rutledge is next, a junior. This is her third year on the program. She attended the Governor's School for the Gifted last summer. She's president of the Spanish Club, and her goal in life is to be a muckraker. And we move to Erica Wyndham, a junior, two-year academic award winner, officer in the French Club, future teachers and math club, member of the band and student government, wants to study engineering. Their alternate, Matt Hagan, coaches Mimi Hollier and Gene Wood. That's the team from Bridge City High School. Our judges for this competition are, first of all, from the University of Houston, welcome to Professor Tom Hudson, Department of Physics. And flanking him is Mr. Mike Mastandria. He's the chief judge of the Texaco Star National Academic Championship. That's coming up in June at Rice University. How will Clearbrook and Bridge City do? They've both qualified. Good luck to both of them in that event. It's time for the bonus round now. Since you're both familiar with the rules, we'll get right into the questions. Columbus is the title of your first bonus. First, this 10-point Bible toss-up. After he was led to Damascus, whose sight was restored?
Clearbrook, Chris. Saul or Paul?
That's correct. Restored by Ananias, a Christian disciple. Clearbrook, that is Amy, Chris, James, and Victor will attempt to retake the lead. Columbus is the subject. For 5 points, does Columbus Day mark the anniversary of A, the explorer's birth, B, his discovery of America, or C, his death? What do you think?
A?
No,
Discovery of America?
in fact, it's B, the discovery of America.
Oh,
Okay, no score. We have a presidential bonus for you next. Here's a 10-point toss-up. Both schools. Health experts advise those who spend time in the woods to wear protective clothing to avoid contact.
Clearbrook, Amy.
Flea, Lyme disease.
No. Go on for Bridge City. To avoid contact with an insect known to transmit Lyme disease and an infection that may affect the joints. Name the insect, Bridge City.
Bridge City, Kara.
The tick.
The tick, and not the flea, is right, Kara. So Kara will be joined by Erica, Brian, and Ben on the presidential bonus. This is a visual, so you'll want to check out your monitor and name these 19th century presidents. First for 5 points.
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson, right. Now for 10 points.
Quincy Adams.
Quincy Adams.
Not John Quincy Adams, but I think he had long sideburns. This was Van Buren, so we can't go on. Let's check that score now. It's 80-55. Bridge City still in the lead. And knowledge is power is the subject of your next bonus. Let's see what that's all about. First of all, this 10-point toss-up. Spell the homonym that rhymes with the word elementary. That means either...
Clearbrook, James.
Ailementary.
No, that means either given free or expressing praise. It's a homonym.
Bridge City, Brian.
The word is complimentary. It's C-O-M-P-L-E-N-T-A-R-Y.
No, it's C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N-T-A-R-Y. You got the word right, though. No score. Here's a 10-point audio question. Listen carefully. This duet from Variations on a Russian Theme, and identify the two musical instruments.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Cello and violin.
Cello and violin is right, Chris, for 10 points. Okay, we couldn't fool you into saying bass on that one. The bass
Should
player.
have been the bass.
It should have been the bass. Well, not too many duets written for bass and another instrument. So we'll try the bonus, though, knowledge is power. So Francis Bacon said, knowledge is power. And you can demonstrate your prowess by answering these questions about power. First, for 5 points, name the German-American scientist who said, the unleashing power of the atom has changed everything save our modes of thinking.
Einstein.
It was Einstein. For 10 points, which U.S. Secretary of State said, power is the ultimate aphrodisiac?
Kissinger.
It was Kissinger, right, during the Nixon administration, right, Chris? For 15 points, name the Russian author of the peasant drama, The Power of Darkness.
Tolstoy.
That was Tolstoy, right. And for 20 points and a total of 50, as the audience is duly impressed, name the British author of The Power and the Glory. 20 points on the line for that classic.
Your answer?
Ken Follett.
Not Ken Follett, it's Graham Greene. Let's see. Have you retaken the lead, Clearbrook? Yes, you have, 95-80. Fort Laramie is the subject of your next bonus. Now this 5-point toss-up. Charles Henry Dow and Edward D. Jones are responsible for the phrase the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Which publication resulted from their partnership?
Clearbrook, Chris.
Wall Street Journal.
It was the Wall Street Journal. And Clearbrook will attempt to increase their lead. Fort Laramie is your subject. Okay. Fort Laramie, now a national monument, was one of America's most important western forts. For 5 points, name the state in which it's located.
Wyoming.
Wyoming is right. Chris with the assist there. For 10 points, name the trail on which it's located.
Oregon.
Oregon is right. For 15 points, name the river on which it's located.
The Platte.
The Platte is right. Or we would have accepted the Laramie River. And for 20 points, and you must be very specific on this one, later converted into a military fort, it was founded in 1834. For what purpose?
Supply outpost.
A supply outpost.
No, specifically fur trading post. Texas is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point toss-up. Clocks became portable when they were driven by what instead of weights?
Clearbrook, James.
Magnets.
Not magnets. Bridge City.
Bridge City, Ben.
Springs.
Springs is right, Ben. And Ben and company on the Texas bonus. They will try to retake the lead. They must get all of them right if they're to do that. For 5 points, this university is Texas' oldest in continuous existence. It was chartered in 1845 when Texas was still a republic. Although the school was Southwest Conference champion in 1980, football is not its claim to fame. Instead, it's known as the largest Baptist university in the world.
Baylor.
Baylor is right for 5 points. For 10 points, what is the site of the Bum Phillips Celebrity Golf Tournament?
Port Arthur?
Port Arthur is right for 10 points. For 15 points, what's the charge for using the Bolivar Ferry?
Free.
Free is right. The service between Port Bolivar and Galveston's free to motorists. You've been across, Ben? Okay, and for 20 points and a total of 50. And the lead, the largest original natural lake in Texas is lined by lush aquatic growth and Spanish moss-draped trees. It borders on Louisiana. What is it called?
Caddo.
Caddo?
Caddo Lake is right. Kara knew that one. A total of 50 points. And Bridge City's back in the lead. In this exciting contest, we'll take a break. When we return, the 60 seconds round in these categories. The 4 R's of any truly complete high school experience. Reading, writing, arithmetic, and romance. Okay, welcome back to the Southeast Texas Shootout. This one, okay, next year I'm going to bring a gun and fire back at you. You know what else I'll bring next year? I think this would almost fit me, but I'm going to bring my Stetson next year for the Southeast Texas Shootout. The score, however, is 140 for Bridge City and 130 for Clear Brook. And we'll remind you that questions used on this program are authenticated by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. We're ready for the 60 seconds round. 2 undefeated teams. And you know how the 60 seconds works. We pick a subject. You get 1 minute to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. When time is up, that's it. The second team may take a shot at any questions the first team misses or passes. And if you run the category, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. Clear Brook, you're in the uncharacteristic position of trailing, so Amy, what'll it be?
I think it'll be reading this time.
Okay, reading it is. Start the clock, here we go. And identify these works of literature from outlines of their plots. 2 children face conflicts as their lawyer father defends a black man.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Right. A man battles a great fish and the forces of nature.
The Old Man of the Sea.
Right. A group of children stranded on an island, unsuccessful.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies is right. A young soldier struggles to overcome fear while fighting in the Civil War.
The Red Badge of Courage.
The Red Badge of Courage.
Right. A horse begins life with a good family, is sold farther and farther down the social scale, is rescued, and ends his days in clover.
The Red Pony.
The Red Pony?
No. An impoverished gentleman finds a strange insect and seems to go mad. He later discovers a buried treasure.
Treasure Island?
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island?
No. A spoiled young woman falls in love with one man but marries 3 others. She finds out too late that she truly loves her 3rd husband.
Gone with the Wind.
Right. An elderly English school teacher reminisces about his happy and sad experiences at the Brookfield Boys' School before he dies.
Goodbye, Mr. Chips.
Right. A French poet and soldier in love with his cousin pens love letters that persuade her to... Okay, time runs out. Mike Mastandria, how'd they do?
60 points.
60 points on reading. Some questions in the field of literature. A possible 30 for you. Bridge City. A horse begins life with a good family, is sold farther and farther down the social scale, is rescued, and ends his days in clover.
Black Beauty?
Black Beauty. An impoverished gentleman finds a strange insect and seems to go mad. He later discovers a buried treasure.
The Gold Bug?
The Gold Bug. And we got through most of this one. A French poet and soldier in love with his cousin pens love letters that persuade her to...
From Here to Eternity?
From Here to Eternity?
No. To fall in love with another man would be Cyrano de Bergerac. So, 60 for Clear Brook and 20 for Bridge City on reading. Bridge City, it's your turn up to bat. You want writing, arithmetic, or romance?
Writing.
Writing is the subject. Start the clock. Here we go. 1 word in each sentence is incorrect. Give me the correct word which should be used in place of the error. Divide it between the 6 of them.
Among.
Right. He woke up with a headache, having eaten and drank too much the night before.
Drunk.
Right. There's only 6 cookies left.
There are.
Right. It's imperative that you are on time.
That you be on
Right.
time.
The law requires that everyone has his car checked at least once a year.
Have.
Right. The person which was recommended didn't fulfill... Who is right? In 1936, Edward VIII fabricated the throne of England.
Abdicated.
Yes. Just before he died, my friend who writes poetry published his first book.
Wrote.
Right. Senator Davis, with his secretary and assistant, are scheduled to arrive in New York today.
Is.
Right. Here's your last one. Everyone was enjoying themselves until he arrived.
Himself.
Yes, they swept the category. 10 out of 10 on writing. Grammar questions. That's it for the 60 seconds round. In a moment, we'll return for Stump the Experts. So don't go away. The series record in the Southeast Texas Shootout is the Houston Winners 3, and the Southeast Texas, Western Louisiana teams have yet to win. But at this point, they are in the lead. Bridge City 280, Clearbrook 190. Contestants will have a series of rapid-fire style questions until we're out of time. We'll start with a 20-point art question. He portrayed in busts great French philosophers, Diderot, Voltaire, Rousseau, and American leaders, Franklin, Jefferson, and Washington, shown here. Can you name this French portrait sculptor?
Clearbrook, Amy.
Carlos Pareja.
No.
Bridge City, Kara.
Rodin.
Not Rodin, it's Houdon. Jean-Antoine Houdon. For 15 points, the characteristic arrangements of wood fibers on a table surface are called what?
Clearbrook, Chris.
The grain?
Grain is what we're after. Well done, Chris. 15 points for Clearbrook. I have a 20-pointer. What was Dylan Thomas urging to his dying father?
Clearbrook, Chris.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
Word for word, he got it right. 20 points. That brings Clearbrook a little bit closer. They trail now by 55 points. I have a 15-pointer. Where did Fred Flintstone take the family in the opening of every...
Clearbrook, James.
To the drive-in.
To the drive-in, right. I have a 20-pointer as Clearbrook trails by 40. There is a single tiny creature that prevents vast areas of Africa from being usable as cattle range.
Bridge City, Ben.
The locust?
No, it's not the locust. Clearbrook, what creature is this?
Clearbrook, Chris.
The desert scorpion?
No, it is in fact the tsetse fly, which infests great areas of tropical Africa, preventing them from being used to grow cattle. A 15-point music question is next. Identify this sacred composition by Leonard Bernstein, or tell me the president in whose memory it was composed.
God said, let there be light, and there was light.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Kennedy?
Kennedy is right. That's from Bernstein's Mass. 15 points. I have a 15-point. We got Spanish people on both teams, and we're going to have a translation question. Translate this Spanish sentence into English. Ellos siguieron caminando. Ellos siguieron caminando. 15 points as Bridge City leads by 25.
Bridge City, Kara.
Children pay attention to the command.
No, that's not the answer. Clearbrook. They continued walking. For 20 points, methane reacts with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. Calculate the number of moles of oxygen required for the complete combustion of 1 mole of methane. For 20...
Bridge City, Ben.
6.
6 is incorrect.
Clearbrook, Chris.
8.
No, it is 2 moles of oxygen. For 15 points of carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, water, and carbon tetrachloride, which one would you find the greatest quantity of in the gases of an automobile exhaust?
Clearbrook, Chris.
Carbon monoxide?
It's not carbon monoxide. Bridge City?
Bridge City, Ben.
Carbon dioxide.
No, it is water. No score. I have a 20-pointer. Ho Lo Prison in North Vietnam was called what other name?
Clearbrook, Victor.
Hanoi Hilton.
The Hanoi Hilton. For American POWs in prison there during the war. Let's check that score. Clearbrook, I believe, trails by 5. They
2 minutes
indeed do.
left.
The 2-minute warning has been issued. I have a 20-point art question. Here we see an example of a uniquely medieval art form. What was it?
Clearbrook, Chris.
The fresco?
Not the fresco. Take another look.
Bridge City, Kara.
Illumination.
Illuminated manuscript is right for 20 points. I have another 20-pointer. Name either one of the only 2 Texas-born writers who have won Pulitzer Prizes in...
Clearbrook, Chris.
Catherine Ann Porter?
Catherine Ann Porter for the Kansas story of Catherine Ann Porter. Also, Larry McMurtry for Lonesome Dove. Bridge City in the lead by 5. I have a 15-pointer. Give the nationality of these 4 philosophers. Wait till all 4 are given. St. Thomas Aquinas, Voltaire, Immanuel Kant, and the last one is John Locke.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Aquinas was Dutch, Voltaire French, Kant German, and Locke was Scottish.
No, that is incorrect.
Bridge City Bend.
Aquinas Dutch, Voltaire.
No, Aquinas was Italian, Voltaire French, Kant German, and Locke British. For 20 points, I have a literature question. A 1989 review of this Shakespearean play was headlined, Blood and Gore at the Barbecue. Name this revenge play of rape.
Bridge City Cara.
Macbeth.
No, go on for Clearbrook. Dismemberment and decapitation, which ends with a cannibalistic feast in which a mother unwittingly eats a pie containing the innards of her son.
Clearbrook, Amy.
Othello.
It's not Othello, it is Titus Andronicus. No score, I have a 15-pointer, which 19th century author once stated, the researches of many commentators have already thrown much darkness on this subject.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain is right for 15. The music question. Listen to a familiar aria and identify the opera composed by Ruggiero Leoncavallo. La Commedia es finita. The comedy is finished, as they said in that play. And, Judge, is it correct?
It's
the
official.
game is official. The final score is Bridge City 300, Clearbrook 310. On the last question, Clearbrook wins it. I'm Chip Beal, your host. In a few short weeks, be watching as the Texaco Star National Academic Championship returns to Channel 2. So long, everybody.
Don't miss an important look at cardiovascular disease with Dr. Francisco Fuentes and great Tejano music by Elsa Garcia. It's Reflejos this morning at 11:30 on Houston's 2.
We hope you've enjoyed this season's series of the Texaco Star Academic Challenge and that you'll join us again this fall as competition resumes in both the Houston and the Beaumont-Port Arthur areas. This is Don Armstrong speaking.